Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. The governor versus state government debate has intensified in Kerala. A huge controversy erupting last night after Governor Arif Mohammed Khan's car was hit in Thiruvananthapuram by SFI students. The so-called protesters scrammed when the governor came out of his vehicle and confronted them. Now, Mr. Khan has called into question the role of the left government in Kerala and blamed Chief Minister Vijayan for not allowing the police to do its job. This statement has sparked a political controversy in the state. Even opposition leaders, BJP and Congress combined, going all guns blazing against Vijayan's government. Now, the principal opposition party, Congress, which has no love lost for the left in the state, came out in governor's support and slammed its own ally at the national level. Right from leader of opposition V.D. Satheesan to Thiruvananthapuram MP Sachi Tharoor launched a no-holds-barred attack and asked the government to register a case of attempt to murder on SFI protesters. Imagine if such an attack would have happened on an ideologically opposed governor or leader in a BJP-ruled state. Democracy would have come in danger. But if it happens in Kerala or even a West Bengal like it has in recent past, it is considered not fascism but voice of dissent. Is that correct? And is the political opposition to governors getting out of hand in some states? That's a larger question we take to our guests in just a bit. But first, take a look at these visuals from Trivandrum last night. This is what transpired as Kerala Governor Arif Mohammed Khan was en route to the airport to leave for New Delhi. You can see that there are a lot of people who have surrounded the car from both sides and they seem to be coming in front of the vehicle, even seeming to attack the vehicle, coming close to it and hitting it. Now, the police presence is also notable and visible, but the police obviously was not able to control it in time. Certainly, this can be considered a breach of security, especially for someone in a constitutional position like the governor. Now, what happened was also that Governor Khan got down from his car to confront those who were blocking his cavalcade and even attacking his car. And these are some of those visuals. The media was very much present there. He was obviously very, very unhappy. And the Congress leaders have come out and said that this reaction from the governor is very well justified. He called them criminals and goons, those who were blocking his cavalcade and attacking it. Later, during a press conference, Governor Khan accused Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan of conspiring to physically harm him. According to the police, Khan's vehicle was blocked by SFI activists and 7 members of the student organization have been arrested. Now, this episode has highlighted how even the security of the governor can fall prey to party politics. Let me just break down what all sides have said. So, Governor Khan, of course, has gone on to say that Chief Minister is behind this attack and the attackers came in a police jeep, which was also visible in those visuals. He has accused the government of not allowing the police to do its job, which is to protect him. That basically the police cannot act because they are working under orders of the state government to go lenient on such protests being planned on his route. The CPIM government has only come out to say really that the governor is acting like a BJP agent. So they have of course reiterated their political opposition to him. Let's also get you what the BJP has said. They've attacked the Kerala government saying that hitting the governor's car is not a democratic protest. The left-linked students' body, SFI's defense is that they were just showing black flags to the governor. Do the visuals attest to that? Perhaps not. BJP has also questioned the governor, saying that goons and criminals attacked the governor with Chief Minister's support. The SFI says that the governor is nominating RSS people into the universities. But is that a defense for this kind of an opposition to the governor is a question we'll take forward. Finally, the Congress has also targeted the Kerala government that the CM should file a case of attempt to murder. They have really questioned the intent of the state government itself. SFI's defense, for example, has also been that they are only protecting higher education institutions or the sector in the state. We've heard that argument before. Now, the opposition also trained its guns on the left governments, of course, saying that they should do more as far as this episode is concerned. Let's also take a look at some of the other incidents that have taken place as far as the security of a governor coming into question, a breach of security taking place or more. So, for example, just in Tamil Nadu earlier in October in 2023, a petrol bomb was hurled outside Raj Bhavan. The accused was nabbed by the policemen on duty and taken into custody. The Tamil Nadu police though denied that there was any security lapse. They said that the charges that came out from the Raj Bhavan were not consistent. There were not multiple people who tried to break in. It was just a petrol bomb that was hurled. But is that not in itself, a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach of security? Is that not in itself a breach a question mark over the kind of politics that is being played against a governor in a state. In January earlier this year, again in Tamil Nadu, a DMK MLA threatened violence against the governor, saying that if you don't give the speech given by the government to you, then go to Kashmir and we will send terrorists to gun you down. This statement was so provocative that DMK, which is a party which routinely accuses the governor of being a BJP stooge, had to suspend their leader concerned, S. Krishnamurthy, in this case. Meanwhile, who can forget that in Bengal, before he became the vice president, Jagdeep Dhankar had to face a lot of opposition, including in August 2020, when he wasn't allowed to attend the Jadavpur University convocation by left body students. In fact, he remained stuck in his car outside the university campus for over an hour. And we've seen a lot of these visuals that have come to light in other cases as well, where there's a gherao of the governor's vehicle as well. So the big question we asked today after this recent episode in Kerala, while there are ideological differences and political differences, is the opposition to a state governor going out of hand in some states?
They are not just here. They are here and they are here. Hitting the car, particularly the glass panes, with full force. If we had kept sitting inside, most possibly they would have broken the pane and we would have been injured, both me and Aries.
The Kerala Chief Minister and the Communist Party Secretary has been issuing threats to the governor during the last few weeks.
उनके खिलाफ प्रदर्शन हिंसा वाले भी कर रहे हैं, तो ये निश्चित रूप से बहुत डरावना चित्र है.
The goons, criminals gathered their 300, 200 and attacked the governor's vehicle. No action has been taken place.
He is acting as a BJP agent and you can expect many more such statements. So no point in that. Let us don't waste by talking about the Kerala governor.
ഗവർണറുടെ ചാൻസലറുടെ പ്രതിനിധിയായി സെനറ്റിലേക്ക് നോമിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യപ്പെട്ടുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. നമുക്കറിയാം, കഴിഞ്ഞ കാലങ്ങളിൽ രാജ്യത്തെ പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട സർവകലാശാലകളിൽ സംഘപരിവാർ നടത്തിയിട്ടുള്ള ഇടപെടലുകൾ നമ്മുടെ മുൻപിലുണ്ട്.
Hello, Moto.
Let's go across to our guest. Joining us, Pratyush Kant is the national spokesperson of the BJP. Vivek Srivastava is political analyst, leans towards the left parties. Dr. Shama Mohammed, national spokesperson of the Congress, will be with us. And PKD Nambiar, political analyst, is also joining us. Vivek Srivastava, let me begin with you. What kind of a protest is this? Is it fair to bring the security, the protocols of the governor into question just because you want to register some sort of dissent or some sort of protest against him or his actions?
No. Firstly, we do not support violence of any kind. Absolutely. Nobody supports it. And whatever happened, it happened not at the behest of the Chief Minister, as Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan is trying to make out. Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan is a frustrated man today. He is frustrated because of the court ruling, which said that you cannot keep on, keep the bills pending for 2 years, 2.5 years. And you are also stopping the finance from coming into the state. BJP doesn't have an answer to it. They have been trying to sabotage and we don't support violence at all.
But this is happening in the left-ruled state of Kerala. Surely the question will be asked of the Chief Minister of the government. How does this happen? And the charges that are coming in from a senior person like Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan have to be taken seriously. He is not saying that the Chief Minister is behind this attack. He is saying that effectively you're not allowing the police or my security to do its job. And you're giving a free hand to these protesters, I guess, because of party political lines.
When Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan has been exposed completely of his Sangh agenda,
So be it. He may have a Sangh agenda. Does this justify that?
I'm saying, and then finally getting embarrassed at the hands of the court. When you have nothing else to do, you try sensations by trying to attack a duly elected government, which you have been trying to sabotage years after years. And this is not happening only in Kerala. This was happening in Bengal, where Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, whose example I just saw in the package, and I spoke on that issue. He took, at that time, Mr. Babul Supriyo, who was a sitting MP of the BJP. He went over there. Mr. Babul Supriyo, standing with Jagdeep Dhankar, was trying to instigate the students over there, trying to convince them, aapki ideology hi galat hai. I have seen the whole footage. Let the people see it out.
No.
See Punjab.
A conversation
Delhi.
is not instigation to attack a sitting governor. Since you brought the episode in West Bengal into focus as well, Vivek Srivastava, the question would be asked, is this a fair means? If you want to register your protest against a sitting governor, are there not better ways? Gherawing a governor, putting their security at risk, surrounding them, not allowing them, for example, in Jagdeep Dhankar's case, to go and attend a convocation. Is that right?
Absolutely not. See. I'll tell you what is right. Firstly, these fringe elements, we do not support them.
They're not fringe elements. These are SFI students linked to the left parties. Come on, are you disowning the SFI?
I'll tell you what is legitimate protest. Legitimate protest is when Tejasvi Surya of the BJP Yuva Morcha takes hundreds of his Yuva Morcha karyakartas, surrounds the residence of the duly elected Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, tries to break into it. The police doesn't take action. That is justified. I'll give you another example.
No, but are you suggesting that because that happened, this is okay? You are obviously making equivalences. I get your argument. But are you suggesting that wrong then justifies this?
Absolutely not. We are not involved. We know we are on a stronger footing. We know the governor has been exposed. We don't have to do this. On the contrary, this could have been the doing of the governor just to create a sensation. I'm going out of the way and I'm saying it.
Okay, let me bring BJP's Pratyush as well to respond to that.
Let me tell all your viewers how serious the attack was. In a distance of 5 kilometers, the Honorable Governor was attacked thrice. In front of the library chowk, then the General Hospital junction, and then Petya where he stopped. No, his car was hit by iron rods on which they were having these black flags. Can a governor be attacked in 3 places in a distance of 5 kilometers without state patronage? Not possible. How will they know what was the route the governor is going to take? Somebody has to tell them. It happened at 7 p.m. in the evening. It was the Chief Minister who instigated, and by the way, Chief Minister also has home portfolio there. So he is the boss of the police and everyone there. He was kept attacking his car. The car was totally smashed up from both the sides, and Honorable Governor was lucky to have come out not uninjured in the whole process. But it clearly points out, and I really again say, your viewers must understand, in a distance of 5 kilometers, Honorable Governor, considered to be the first citizen of the state, is attacked thrice, cannot happen without state patronage. This was an attack which was planned by the Chief Minister because he finds the governor to be uncomfortable, because the whole state in a fiscal emergency state. They are not able to honor any of the bills. You are aware of all that. Then, 2 ministers, the law minister and the tourism minister, they both come out in the open and say, oh, this was a way for democratic process. Do you do democratic protest like this?
Okay, very quickly, let him respond. Vivek Srivastava, please respond to the very specific arguments that he's making.
First of all, my friend from the BJP, you should also quote the court ruling. You should also, before saying that the state is not working properly and there's a fiscal deficit going on, kindly read the rulings of the Honorable Court, what it has quoted and how embarrassing it was for the governor. And the governor is not acting as a nominee of the President of India.
First, you talk about the attack. Talk about the attack first.
The Home Minister.
Attacking the governor is a very serious issue. You please first tell that.
Not.
How can a governor be attacked in a distance of 5 kilometers thrice? It cannot happen like this.
Once we have embarrassed him constitutionally via the court, via the media, there is no need for us to stoop that low. He has already been exposed. Why should we do it? We come on a weaker footing. We have a political sense. It's all your own doing to create a sensation.
I am not
and
sure
to
the
throw it down.
argument that somehow the governor orchestrated the attack on himself by SFI students, which the police in Kerala has accepted that these were SFI students, is going to be bought by most. Dr. Shama Mohammed from the Congress party is also with us. Your party, despite the fact that you are allies with the left at the national level, has taken this up very strongly. You know, many leaders have seriously asked serious questions of the Kerala government and its intentions in this case as well, asking it to prove that it stands with the security of the governor, standing with the governor's charges, that this directly goes up to the chief minister. Dr. Shama Mohammed, the Congress party deals with this as seriously as, for example, the BJP has taken it up as?
See, we are the principal opposition. BJP has nothing to do with Kerala. I mean, they are not there. They've got a big zero in number of MLAs, or for that matter, members of parliament. So they are nobody in Kerala. They don't need to tout over here, come and stay on the channel. But seriously, we are the principal opposition there. Of course, this is the habit of the SFI, the CPM. They are known for violent politics. When we have protested the CM, when we protested against the CM with black flags, the police beat up our Youth Congress workers, the police beat up our NSUI workers. We know how Pinarayi Vijayan behaves in Kerala and the SFI behaves. This is not done because the governor has a status, and how did they get so close? I mean, when our workers get close, I know how Pinarayi Vijayan's policemen work, and Pinarayi Vijayan is in charge of the home department.
Yes.
So they directly report to him. I mean, strict action. How did the SFI people even reach there? According to the governor, they had rods with them. I mean, this is very serious.
Do you concur with the governor that there is something fishy here? That these are orchestrated attacks? The police is not being allowed to do its job in protecting him purely for politics?
I'm not going with the governor or anything. I'm going with there should be an investigation into this. How did they get so close? Why did the police allow it? When the police do not allow our workers, a small protest, even in any part of Kerala, I know how they beat up our workers. I've seen, last week I was in Kannur where one of my Youth Congress girls is in a sling because she was beaten when she was protested by the Pinarayi Vijayan policemen. We know how much they do, how they kill, maim people. Everything is known about this, about the Pinarayi Vijayan people, the CPIM. So we strongly condemn. I strongly condemn what happened with the governor. They have to answer to the people of Kerala. And how did this happen? Arresting the SFI, giving them 5-star services in the jail, and then getting them out on bail is a normal thing. I mean, they've
will there be proper action and will there be consequences for these people? No. Vivek Srivastava, I'll give you one more opportunity. Now, you may say the governor is a BJP stooge or has an RSS agenda. This is the Congress party talking. You are allies at the national level. Surely they are not talking out of some, agenda for the BJP, right? No, this is the principal opposition in Kerala, the Congress party, saying that this is how the Pinarayi Vijayan government functions. This is what you're known for.
That's okay. I mean, we respect the Congress party for its secular credentials, and we have a national tie-up with them in INDIA. The left parties are having it, and we respect that. However, they also have a right as a principal opposition to raise issues, and we must respect the opposition. And yes, investigation is going on. If people are guilty, and if it is not orchestrated, and if people are wrong, definitely action will be taken, I assure you. And what I'm actually trying to say is that you're not understanding. We have already won our battle constitutionally against Mr. Arif Muhammad Khan. What is
Then why not have the same kind of tight security that Shama Mohammed is talking about when the chief minister goes for yatras?
Do you feel that, I mean, the kind of figures of the number of SFI people who are trying to attack and trying to harm, have you seen the count that the BJP is trying to give? Do you think
I'm looking at the visuals, and the attack and the breach of security looks serious, Vivek Srivastava. I don't think you can deny that.
No. I'm see, investigations are going on. If somebody is wrong, somebody is guilty, definitely he's going to be pulled up for it. And
can I comment?
Yes, very quickly, Shama Mohammed.
No, he says if. There is
no if is the problem, yes.
There is no if. There are the SFI students, we know they have done it. And what happens normally, even when there is a murder happens, they are sent to jail, all right, they're given 5-star services. After 2 months or 3 months or a year, they come out. I mean, Akash Tilangeri, who killed Shoaib, and he said he's done it, and he knows he got orders from the top. He says he's out on bail. I mean, I know what happens. How many of those killers have been convicted in Kerala who have killed the Congress workers? We do not retaliate. So my thinking today is these SFI workers have to be put behind bars, arrested, just like they cannot breach. And we have to also know how the police allow such a breach. See, the SFI is getting close is because the policemen allowed. How did they allow? Why did they allow? That is the question we asked today. Why was the breach of security happening? It's the governor. Governor security cannot be breached unless the police is involved.
No, absolutely not. There is no police involved into it. Absolutely not. And again, I'm trying to say the same thing. We don't need to do it. It is going to give us a bad name. And we have enough political sense with 2024 coming that nothing of this kind is ever going to happen.
Vivek, you've made this argument 3 times that you don't need to do it. This is SFI linked with left parties and left politics. You're the government in the state. The chief minister has the home ministry. You may want it or not want it. Fundamentally, the question will be asked, then what is the law and order situation under you? The things that you don't want happening are happening.
Can the Congress Pravakta sitting
over here... Can I come in?
One second, Pratyush, one second.
Or the spokesperson of the BJP or the Congress give me one valid reason as to why we would do this.
No, that's not the point. It is not for them to tell you why you need to do this. It happened.
Of course it's a point. Why will it happen without a reason?
So you have to get to the bottom of that.
One second.
I'm very clear. We don't have a reason.
I want to tell him something.
Yes, Shana.
Can I tell something?
I don't know. I'm from Kerala. You have the right to protest. Nobody says you don't have the right to protest. We protest the SFI. But you can't get so close to the governor. There is a way to protest. That is the thing. We are not talking about the cause here. Cause can be multiple.
Why not? Give me one cause. Give me one cause. Give me one cause.
What is the method?
Give me one cause.
How are you able to reach close to them?
Give me one cause.
Pratyush.
You don't have a reason.
PK Dambiar has not spoken. So before that, Pratyush, 30 seconds, then I have to go across to him.
Section 124 of the IPC clearly states that if the governor or the president is harmed, there is a law in place for it. Law will take its own course. But look, the whole mindset of the Kerala government, why they attack, why they try to demolish these institutions, they are Hamas supporters, they chase investors, they are anti-development, and BJP is absolutely antithesis of what they are. We believe in development, we believe in growth. This is why they have no other way to protest. The easiest way they find is to try to harm the Honorable Governor of Kerala through using all these means, a state-sponsored attack on Honorable Governor. And the whole country is watching it. The whole country is watching it.
Okay, can I come to the more fundamental question I'm asking? This is not the first time we've seen something like this happen. In fact, Vivek only brought up, as I mentioned earlier in the show, the episode that transpired at Jadavpur University. Again, there were left-linked student bodies that gheraud the governor. They didn't let him enter, didn't let him be part of a function that he was, bound to be part of and was supposed to be part of. And PKD Nambiar, one second, sir, Vivek, sir, I'll come back to you. PKD Nambiar, the larger question I'm asking you is this. There is this streak of left politics in India which doesn't get criticized enough, which has this violent streak. They may claim fascism at the drop of the hat for everybody else, but this is a problem. This is not what legit opposition is to a constitutional person sitting on a constitutional post. You may have differences ideologically and otherwise on their actions as well. I'm not getting into, the fight that the governor and the state government are having over bills, etc. But this is not the way to register it.
Absolutely, because I'm a victim of the communist violence. Me and Shama belongs to the same district in Kannur in Kerala, and we know that anybody whomsoever even utter a word against the communists, what will be the fate of those people. Maybe because of that only my parents have pushed me to come to Delhi at the age of 20 only and only because of they feel that I was an heavyweight activist. My life would have been in danger. Vivek Srivastava, when you speak and support this kind of a violence in Kerala, you need to understand you are embarrassing yourself. Now let me tell you, I'll tell you the reason. The reason one, this is the Jadavpur University we were talking about.
Vivek, one by one. Let's not interrupt each other. Yes.
Shivani, I want to speak after him.
I have been waiting for 18
Yes,
minutes.
Nambiar ji, please continue.
So the only thing which I wanted to say that the same thing, what happened with Jagdeep Dhankarji in West Bengal has happened with Mr. Khan also in Kannur University. You know what is the pretext for these people to go and attack on him? Attacking the first citizen of the state? The reason being is simple. All the universities are now again coming back to the control of the governor, which they feel that they cannot survive. Do you know that how many universities were having the vice chancellors without the approval of the governor? And if the governor used his power, they wanted to go against him and usko dharana hai, किसी भी तरह से धमकाना है.
भाई पहले कोर्ट का verdict पढ़िए पहले आप.
Vivek, let's not bring in that court verdict. I think he's making a very qualitatively different argument here, which is about the control of universities. Let's not pretend that that hasn't been a battleground. One second, Vivek. Mr. Nambiar has waited for his turn, please. He's waited patiently. Let him finish his point.
What you are doing is a contempt of court. What you are saying is against the observations of the court.
Vivek, please don't force me to mute you. Please respect the time of the other guest. I will come back to you. Mr. Nambiar.
Bottom line is simply this. There is one, the people like him, Supreme Court has talked about nothing to do with the university. It is to do with the bills. Why it is.
That's a separate issue.
Separate issue. The universities were completely taken over by the CPIM, all the Senate members, all the VCs, even the ministers and MLAs, their wives and kins have been given jobs in the universities without even having a proper qualification. And we should also understand that all these universities, even some of the people who have got a PhD also is in doubt. Somebody who have got a PhD were not even able to write very well without spelling mistakes. When the honorable governor has objected to all these malpractices, that is when all the CPIM gundas comes up.
No, even apart from that, let's not pretend that control of universities hasn't been a battleground. It has been a battleground, and does it suffice to say that, okay, this person is ideologically different to us, so we are not going to let that person function? That's not what healthy democracy is. That's my fundamental point I'm making. You would call this fascism if it happened by any other party in any other state, but somehow in communist ruled states, it's okay. Yes, ma'am. Just 1 second.
1 second I'll take only just 30 seconds. You need to know that 2,500 police personnel are deployed for the security of the Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, all across in the name of Nava Kerala Sadas. Whereas millions of people do go to Sabrimala, which is the pilgrimage time, and there are only 650 people to man 150,000 people.
Okay, so you're saying these are partisan decisions being taken with security and even the security of a governor. I have limited time, so let me go across my panel. Yes, Shama Mohammed, you wanted to come in.
Yeah, I just want to say one limited point. I'm against all violence. I have one ABVP person, one BJP. I also want to ask them what happened in JNU. Let's not forget about that violence where Komal Sharma was seen clearly beating up people, many ABVP workers beating up the JNU. The police of Amit Shah kept quiet. So that also you must mind it, that we need no violence anywhere, whether it's the ABVP or whether it is the SFI. Now the Congress people don't get into all these things, our KSU, or whether it is the Youth Congress. But we have instances even in Delhi. Till now, Komal Sharma has not been arrested. We have seen her doing it. I fail to understand why the Home Minister, under whom the Delhi police comes, has not arrested her.
Okay.
So that is also another very important thing which the BJP people have to understand.
Okay, but I want to now step aside from campus politics, because that was not my subject today. My larger subject, Pratyush, I'm coming to you for 30 seconds too, is that, you know, ideological differences should not descend into this. And unfortunately, it happens under the watch of people who claim to be paragons of freedom and democracy and dissent.
Yes, Shivani ji, I totally agree with you. This is a very serious issue which is much above campus politics. What governor was trying to do there, he was trying to hit on the nepotism and corruption. That is his part of his job. But to attack the first citizen of the state in this manner is what makes the whole country sit up and look. What is happening in Kerala? What is happening in Kerala? This is our fear. You cannot, tomorrow you go and hit the Chief Justice of the state if the judgment doesn't come in favor of you. You are attacking the governor. What are you doing? You can't play with the federal structure of this country. You can't play with the democratic processes of this country. We have to respect that. That is the largest
Vivek
question
Srivastava,
which all
ultimately
of
the
us
buck
need to
will
think.
stop with the
Much
chief
above-
minister. No, not just as the fact that he has the home ministry, he's the chief minister. It's his government.
We have already said investigations are going on, and whatever is wrong will be, corrected, and people will be punished. But then, however, making out a whole halabu out of it, the way that
No, I don't think, Vivek, it's not fair to suggest that people are making a big deal out of this. It is a serious issue. You look at the visuals, it's unfair.
Give me 30 seconds.
Absolutely unfair and undemocratic to be doing a protest like this against a governor. For what? You may have ideological differences with him.
Let me speak now. I'll just take 30 seconds. Point number one, the BJP Pravakta and the ABVP gentlemen sitting over here have still not given me why somebody is going to attack Mr. Arif Mohammad Khan and why the government will do it or get it orchestrated. They don't have a reason. Number two, please let me complete.
I mean, it doesn't need to be told to you. You can see the visuals. In 5 kilometers, he attacked thrice. It was state organized.
Let him finish,
The
please.
police was part of it.
Don't get frustrated. Please listen to me. There's no reason, number one. Number two, you talked of West Bengal. What business does Mr. Thankar have of taking a sitting BJP MP, Mr. Babul Supriyo, going over there and Mr. Babul Supriyo...
No, I'm sorry. You can't sit in judgment. What business does so-and-so have to do this? And if you do this, then we will attack you. That's not a logical argument. I'm telling you, you'll never be able to make that argument in court. You can maybe make that in the public court and in debates. One second. Gentlemen, 1 second. I want to ask Vivek a question. Vivek, you are saying, why will this happen? Why will this happen? It's not anybody's job on this panel to tell you or the state government why this has happened. We don't have to make sense of it. The opposition is rightly only asking questions of why this has happened, in the sense, how was this allowed to happen? My question to you is this. You are saying the governor has been exposed. Is it also not true that there are several allegations, including of personal corruption, and cases of nepotism that have come to light against this government and the chief minister, which have also been deeply embarrassing?
Please give me a name. Please give me the name of one of these allegations. I want to know one big name. And I know what they're going to say. They're going to talk of the gold scam.
That's
2.5 years. 2.5 years. ED, CBI, everything is running after the chief minister, personally trying to victimize him. All the cabinet colleagues in the government, and nothing has come out. All harassment from the central government. Where are the results?
Okay.
Who is corrupt? What action have you taken? Nothing.
PKD Nambiar, please
just
respond.
trying to victimize us.
So if you are so angry, you will attack the governor.
I feel seriously sad today.
What is
One by one, please. PKD.
Where it all has started, I'll tell you, from Kannur University, wherein the KK Ragesh, who was the former MP and now the private secretary of CM Pinarayi Vijayan, his wife was given a professor job. When the governor's office has said that this is not practically possible, she do not even have enough qualification for that, where it started. Then in Kannur University, the chancellor, when he was being thrown out by the governor, the government of Kerala decided to keep him again and again. And finally, the Supreme Court just last week thrown him out.
Okay.
And do you want more reasons?
I think Vivek got his answer. One second. I have to give 30 seconds to Shama Mohammed also. Shama, you as the principal opposition party, you've made this argument that these cases don't go anywhere, especially against SFI leaders. In this case, how do you propose to take it forward? For example, the Congress party in this state to hold the government accountable.
No, we always hold the government accountable. We are waiting. They're saying there will be an impartial investigation. We will see to it that if there is not, we will protest, because they have to arrest these goons, which they are, it's been going on for years, booth capturing. We know what happens. Like he said, Mr. PKD Nambiar, I come from Kannur, where he comes. We have seen what all they do, how they threaten people to vote for them. I mean, we have seen this violence. But let's not forget, Mr. PKD Nambiar, there are two sides of the coin. One side, there is the RSS who makes the bombs over there, and the other side, there is the CPM. It's the Congress party which is not into violence or any of these things. So I feel whichever party, there shouldn't be any sort of violent politics. You can protest in a peaceful manner. There's always, in a democracy, whichever party, whether it's my party, a peaceful protest should be there. But manhandling protesters by the police, the way this has been done, the way the protesters got so close to the governor, I think it is not done. It should be condemned.
And ideological differences cannot be a cover for these kind of protests? Because this is not dissent. In a state which should boast about its law and order, you should be able to protest freely, but in a peaceful manner without bringing anybody's security into question. I leave it at that. I do thank all of our guests for joining us. Coming up after a very short break, it is being called the Great Indian Loot. Over 350 crore rupees cash seized from Congress MP by Income Tax Department. The Grand Old Party, is it trying to detach itself from Sahu, and can it really do so? We'll ask that question on the other side.
Hello, Moto.
Co-powered by
who's in his between 50 and 60 being chosen as the new chief minister. In a way, BJP going for this next gen leadership, and we saw Vasundhara Raje there announce his name as the chief minister. So in a way, Vasundhara Raje being brought on board before the decision was taken. It is not a woman, but it is Mr. Bhajan Lal, an upper caste leader, a first time MLA who's been chosen as the chief minister of Rajasthan.
First time leader, a Brahmin face from Rajasthan who's been chosen. That's the kind of choices that the BJP has made. Once again, putting that out for our viewers, you have the MLA from Sanganer, a first-time MLA who's been chosen as the next Chief Minister of Rajasthan, Bhajan Lal Sharma. He has the blessings of Vasundhara Raje Scindia. Let's try and listen in. I believe there's also a press conference that is scheduled to happen.
आप सभी विधायकों की तरफ से भजन लाल शर्मा को हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं। आप सबको के नेतृत्व में राजस्थान प्रगति के रास्ते पर तेजी के साथ बढ़ेगा, ऐसा मेरा पक्का विश्वास है। केवल भजन लाल शर्मा ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे सारे विधायक जो भी मंत्री बनेंगे, मंत्रिमंडल के सदस्य, सभी के सहयोग से ही यह काम संभव है। इसे आज के अवसर पर पुनः आपको मैं अपनी शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और आप जहां भजन लाल जी शर्मा को मैं हार्दिक बधाई देता हूं, वहीं पर आप सबको भी मैं हार्दिक बधाई देते हुए आज के यदि अध्यक्ष जी की अनुमति हो तो आज की बैठक की कार्रवाई समाप्त की जाए। आज की बैठक की कार्रवाई समाप्त की। धन्यवाद।
That was a brief announcement by Mr. Rajnath Singh congratulating the new Chief Minister.
माननीय राजनाथ जी, माननीय मुख्यमंत्री प्रेस के लिए जाके मुख्यमंत्री दल के नेता वापस आएंगे, उसके बाद आप उनका स्वागत सत्कार कीजिए। अभी प्रेस के लिए जाने दो।
That's the announcement coming in from the BJP top brass. You had Mr. Rajnath Singh and others making that announcement. Bhajan Lal Sharma, the next Chief Minister of Rajasthan, a first-time MLA. A very strong Brahmin face. Reports suggest that he is somebody who was in the race to become the next Chief Minister. From the Sanganer constituency of Jaipur, he has been elected as the first time as an MLA. He is also somebody who won by a record margin of about 48,000 votes. He is a strong Brahmin face, a local leader who is well known in the Alright, we'll await if there's a reaction that comes from Mr. Bhajan Lal Sharma, the Rajasthan Chief Minister-elect. We'll stay with those visuals. Meanwhile, I'll try and cut across to Aman and understand more about this choice. Aman, what does this choice reflect? What do we know?
Choice, I think, reflects a surprise. Anusha, the first somebody whose name has again not featured in any speculation so far. We just acting minutes before I heard that Bhajan Lal Sharma could be one of the contenders. A word from one of the MLAs inside the meeting, and within minutes we had his name being announced. He's the first time MLA from Sanganer seat. This is a seat, urban seat in one of the Jaipur seats, in fact. And I had remember seeing his campaign once in Jaipur while I was there, and seen as an upper caste forward leader, a man which some people in the BJP are telling me from Rajasthan, a strong man. He's been involved in this party organization in a big way. A ticket of a sitting MLA was cut to give Mr. Bhajan Lal Sharma the ticket from this seat, which had also created some sort of mini revolt in the BJP that why this person has been chosen and a sitting MLA's ticket has been cut. But Mr. Bhajan Lal Sharma won the seat with a very, very comfortable margin, and now we see him being being appointed as the BJP Legislative Party leader, and he will be the Chief Minister. Vasundhara Raje announcing his name at this meeting today. She was handed over a chit by Mr. Rajnath Singh just before the meeting we saw. So in a way, BJP going in for this generational change that we had been speaking about earlier, choosing a younger leader. In a way, he is very much like, Vishnu Deo Sai or Mohan Yadav in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh respectively, a leader of almost the same age group, a leader in his 50s, seen as somebody who will be the next gen leadership of Rajasthan. BJP moving away from its big faces like Raman Singh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Vasundhara Raje, going for a next gen leadership. In a way, the Vajpayee era leaders, Anusha, be it Vasundhara Raje or be it Shivraj Singh Chauhan or Raman Singh, now fading a bit in the background, and we're seeing this new leadership of the BJP, which in fact Kailash Vijayvargiya yesterday I remember mentioning while speaking to us, that this is the new India, and this is new India under Mr. Modi, in which the younger leaders need to come forward and take the leadership positions, Anusha.
Well, we are surprised. That's first thing. I agree with you, Aman. Now, Payal is also with us on the broadcast. Payal, what more details do you have about the new Chief Minister-elect?
So yes, this news has just come out that Bhajan Lal Sharma is the new Chief Minister of Rajasthan, and as soon as the news came out, the celebrations have started. In fact, the few workers who were collected over here have started clapping as soon as they heard the name of Bhajan Lal Sharma. So yes, this name was actually one of the names that were doing rounds, but yes, no one had predicted that Bhajan Lal Sharma could be the next Chief Minister of Rajasthan. Yes, there were speculations that were happening, and Vasundhara Raje herself has gone ahead and proposed the name of Bhajan Lal Sharma, yet again giving out the message that the entire Bharatiya Janata Party, be it the centre or the state, are all on the same page. So yes, this is the big development that is coming in. Bhajan Lal Sharma is the new Chief Minister of Rajasthan, and it has officially been announced now.
Bhajan Lal Sharma, the new Chief Minister-elect for the state of Rajasthan. That's the word really coming in. That's the announcement breaking here.
Welcome back. Income tax raids on Congress MP Dhiraj Sahu have finally ended. Over 350 crores of unaccounted cash, gold biscuits and diamond jewellery has been recovered. Most of the cash was recovered from premises linked to both Distillery Private Limited in Odisha. It took 6 days for the Income Tax Department to be able to count the cash that was carried away in a total of 176 bags. This episode has provided fresh ammunition to the BJP, which is leaving no stone unturned to attack the Congress over it. Top leaders like BJP President JP Nadda, Union Home Minister Amit Shah and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have pointed this or highlighted this incident to point out that Congress is the most corrupt party in the country. The Saffron Party has also tweeted images with Rahul Gandhi and Mallikarjun Kharge of the said MP to show that he was close to the top brass. Now, Congress has only just today asked for an explanation from Sahu about the recovered amount. But is that enough? Before that, take a look at these two tweets by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. On December 8th, he mocked the Congress party as far as this raid is concerned or the recoveries are concerned, and promised that every penny that has been looted will have to be returned to the public. Today, the BJP released a video attacking the Grand Old Party and captioned it as Congress-sponsored money heist. The Prime Minister reposted that tweet on X and wrote that India doesn't need a fictional court money heist when you have the Congress, whose heists are legendary for 70 years and counting. So clearly a no-holds-barred attack on the Congress party. But it is very difficult for the Congress to insulate itself from Dheeraj Sahu. For the first few days of this raid and recovery, that's what it seemed the Congress party was trying to do. Only today they have asked for an explanation. But it cannot quite distance itself from the said MP, because remember, he has had a decades-long association with the Congress. He was associated with the NSUI at Rajya University from 1978. Sahu was also part of Congress's various district Congress committees. He in fact lost the 2009 Lok Sabha elections but was brought in by the party as a Rajya Sabha MP. He contested again on a Congress ticket in 2014, lost it, but he's actually serving his third term as a Congress Rajya Sabha MP, which means that he certainly has the blessings of the top brass. So the big question we ask is this: can the Congress party really distance itself or detach itself from the recoveries that have been made from Dheeraj Sahu? Let's go across to our guest joining us. Pratyush Kant of the BJP continues with us. Mayur Shekhar Jha of the Congress Party is with us. Mayur, I start with you. The question that is being asked of the Congress Party is that, you've almost gone in a limbo. There's been literally no statement, no action from the Congress Party. After the recoveries that have been made, most parties would have at least suspended provisionally their MP.
Shivani, the raids ended today only, so it's slightly premature to say what the party leadership has decided. I am also not privy to what the party leadership is going to decide as far as this matter is concerned. As far as the individual Dhiraj Sahu is concerned, he is a private businessman. He has had distillery businesses in Odisha. Most of his businesses are Odisha-centric. Remember, it's a state run by a party which is a friendly ally of the BJP. It's not a Congress-ruled state. So basically linking whatever has been found to the Congress party is, I think, ahead of the curve.
No, the money exactly may not be linked to the Congress party just yet. But my question to you was, why is the Congress party, so quiet about this? Surely your top leadership should be speaking, because fundamentally it's linked to your Congress MP. As I explained, who's had the blessings of the top brass because he's been given the Rajya Sabha ticket twice.
A government procedure was going on. No one knew what was happening. Today, the raids have ended today. I am told that the party has issued a show cause notice to Dhiraj Sahu. Let him respond to the show cause notice. How 350 crore rupees was assembled with a private businessman, a lot of agencies also need to answer that. There was demonetization in this country. Even after demonetization, how is someone able to sit on so much of cash? And I'm telling you, if at all the agencies will investigate this, the agencies, I'm sure, will take it to a logical conclusion, based on which the Congress party will also take its stand.
But is it already not too late? You're saying the process was going on, but you're really waiting for the process to end?
Has the income tax issued a statement, Shivani? Has the income tax still issued a statement? We don't know what is the matter there. It's a matter of investigation. The normal course of jurisprudence is that you are supposed to be treated as innocent until proven guilty.
No, I'm not saying hang him, but I'm saying most parties would have provisionally suspended an MP from whose businesses and establishments so much cash was being found.
Allegation of 10,000 crore rupees was made on the son of a cabinet minister, now the speaker of a big state. It did not even interest a discussion for an investigation.
No, I don't think you can equate a raid with an allegation.
No, why?
Because this is hard cash that has been found.
Shivani, because an income tax will not raid the son of a cabinet minister, and it will raid the
that point is separate, Mayur, but that doesn't come across as a defense of why the party was almost seemingly caught in a limbo for 5 days. But I take your point. Let me take it to a BJP representative. You are expecting the Congress to jump the gun. They're not going anywhere. This MP is not going anywhere. The investigation is not going anywhere. So why pile on the Congress party to say, oh, what have you done, or you're trying to distance yourself, or you have not taken any strict action? They will have to eventually.
Shivani, I want to just make very humble submission to you. There is nothing more powerful in this world than images. Images of those money from a poor state like Jharkhand. We have not seen that kind of money ever. Since independence, this is the biggest income tax rate ever the country has seen. I mean, everybody is in a state of shock. Anybody who comes from state of Bihar or Jharkhand knows the state, knows this is the level of corruption. And look, the guy loses 2 elections and gets Rajya Sabha thrice. Do you need to be more Congressy to do that? He has been a hardcore, the images, this is the strength of the channels, the social media, where people see the money coming out of a member of parliament's house of Congress party. And the images of Rahul Gandhi having his hand on his shoulder and walking, those are the images which the people of this country will never forget. 14 seats in Jharkhand is a done deal for us. This kind of corruption India has never seen, never witnessed. My friend and colleague and spokesperson of Congress, Mayur Shekhar Jha, was trying to say that he comes from Odisha. Sir, you know Jharkhand, you work there. Jharkhand, he is a hardcore Jharkhand guy. Please don't try to put him to Odisha. He may have business everywhere. This kind of money, Shivani, we have never seen.
Okay, Mayur, let me ask you this question. That you may feel that.
No, let me.
Yes.
I just wanted to add one thing, that these kind of money which is made cannot happen. There is a huge racket which is involved in this.
Okay, but let the investigation agencies get to the bottom of that. We can only speculate on that. But Mayur, politically, political parties have to be seen to be taking action. wouldn't you concede that this episode has really hurt the image of the party? The fact that Mr. Sahu is a 3-time Rajya Sabha MP, surely he must be in the good books to receive that ticket. He is not really winning after winning a ticket for Lok Sabha and being elected by the electorate. He's seen with the top brass, and he's now very quickly become known as the quote-unquote money bags of the party. The image is hurting you. Now, you could say, let's wait for the IT raids to end. Let's see what they say. The damage is already done. If you had acted on day one, maybe you could have handled it.
What I can tell you firsthand is that Mr. Sahu is a very senior leader of the party. He has been associated with the party since, in fact, he's a second-generation Congress leader and a third-generation liquor baron. Just to correct Mr. Kant, his businesses are all Odisha-centric. None of his businesses are Jharkhand-centric, except for a hotel that he runs in Jharkhand. All his businesses are, he's been in the liquor trade in Odisha. He's never been in the liquor trade of Jharkhand. So that's just to put things in perspective. Which business the money has come from, whether it is political money, whether it has come from liquor trade, that is for the investigating agencies to say. Does it optically, does it hurt? Yes, it does. I'll be lying if I say that it does not hurt. What step the party is going to take, we have to wait and watch what step the party is going to take. I mean, it's way beyond my pay grade to preempt what the party is going to, the step that party is going to take. But as far as Mr. Sahu's involvement in Jharkhand politics is concerned, he has absolutely no involvement in Jharkhand politics. He may have alliances with the, in Delhi, but to attribute that this has got anything to do with the function of the
Mayur, to attribute that because he primarily functions in Odisha, so somehow that government should be blamed for his corruption. I think that's also a bit, that's an argument that is a bit reaching.
Liquor trade is something that functions right under the watch of any government, any state government. You cannot, a liquor trade cannot flourish.
But you cannot bypass the guilt of the person involved and now pass the buck on the door of the state government.
That's why, Shivani, there are 3-4 things here. How in a BJP-friendly state, a private businessman could amass so much of cash when we were told after demonetization.
It's a BJP-friendly state. Very nicely you put it like that. Very clever, I must say that. But the BJP is not in power. Neither is it in coalition with the BJD government.
Why should I not say that? Shivani,
BJD is equidistant with BJP and Congress.
Shivani, on any matter of national importance, the BJD has sat with the treasury benches in the parliament. The BJD has been a vocal ally of the ruling party in the center. The BJD also supported
amongst the BJD. Why are you bringing the BJP into it?
Amongst the various initiatives of this government, one of the initiatives of which the BJD has been a very vocal supporter has been demonetization. Questions are bound to be asked as to how a party that supported demonetization, under the watch of that party, a private businessman has amassed so much of money.
I'll take that question to Pratyush, but you didn't answer my question. Fair enough, you may say the party will decide eventually what action needs to be taken. But my question is exactly this.
What I said, Shivani, that it's way beyond my pay grade to say what the party will decide or what not the party will decide.
Even Mamata Banerjee had to concede and sack a minister, which she hadn't done, despite several allegations on ministers before, till wads of cash were found from one minister's house.
Shivani, let's go. Shivani, I'll just take one, but let's go back to history. There was an allegation against a sitting union minister, A. Rajya. That minister was sacked. CBI proceedings against that minister was initiated. There were allegations against Ashwini Kumar, he was sacked. There were allegations against Pawan Kumar Bansal, he was sacked. So there is a history with the Congress party that.
So why not in this case? Here hard cash has been recovered. Their allegations of corruption were made.
No, but I just juxtapose this with what has happened on the other side of the fence. There is a 10,000 crore rupees allegation on the son of a union cabinet minister. There's a 10,000 crore allegation. Forget an investigation. It does not even evince interest for a discussion in national media.
Okay, Pratyush, respond to that. That you cannot take a high moral ground on corruption when you do not investigate public charges against a former minister of yours.
Shivani, all I'm saying is that this notion sir.
Pratyush, go ahead.
Can I come in now? Yeah. So we don't comment on fake videos and stuff like that. Let's come to serious issue. We are talking about serious money, serious corruption. I can assure the viewers of your channel that Narendra Modi government is zero toleration towards corruption. Mr. Sahu will have to pay back every penny which he has stolen from the people of this country, and there is no two ways about it. But every state you look, corruption has become an institutional, it has taken an institutional place in the Congress party. It could be Rajasthan, It could be Chhattisgarh, paper leak, the app corruption, cow dung corruption, National Herald, the mother and the son are on bail. So corruption is just not a big issue. 7 days, and just like my friend Mayur Shekhar Jha, most of the Congress leaders are trying to defend the man, rather than owning to the fact that he has been a member of parliament thrice. It has taken them 1 week not to ever say that how can anybody have this kind of money. Income tax department has not seen this kind of money since the agency has come to place. For God's sake, the whole country is asking. Have we seen,
the question,
whatever business
you may not like it, Mayur, and
do you have 370 crore rupees?
Mayur, you may find it a little bit premature, but this is how politics runs, and this politics is about perception. This man has very quickly become known as the money bags of the Congress party, that this is where the election money was coming from. Now, that's really the perception that is circulating, that this was money that was meant for elections. This is where the Congress election money was coming from.
That's the perception that media has created. The Congress, see, Congress also has options in its hand. Mr. Sahu also has options in its hand. Only time will say that Mr. Sahu will give his explanation to the Congress party, or Mr. Sahu also has this option of maybe going and embracing the great dry cleaning factory of this country. So what he will do is something that a call that he has to take. What the Congress will do is a call that Congress has to take. Rather than offering a knee-jerk reaction, I am sure that the Congress leadership is mulling over the options that the Congress leadership has. It will not take a knee-jerk reaction. It will go into the details of this matter. We will wait for the income tax department to come up with at least a preliminary report of sorts. But having said that, the Congress party is not defending this member of parliament.
Okay.
Yes. In this case, all the Congress party is saying is that he's a private businessman. The cash is recovered from a state which is not run by the Congress party. Congress party is not even in alliance in that state.
I don't think that's a factor,
It's for him to explain. It's for him to explain. We have nothing to do with the private dealings of a private businessman.
That's precisely the point I'm making, Mayur. You cannot just distance yourself. One second, you cannot distance yourself from a quote-unquote private businessman, someone who's become a Rajya Sabha MP from the Congress's ticket 3 times after losing elections.
As far as, sir, 1 minute, sir, I'll just take 1 minute. As far as this relationship with the Congress party is concerned, a show cause notice has been issued. It's only fair to give the gentleman an opportunity to respond to that show cause notice. I'm sure that the party will take a deliberated call based on this.
Okay, Pratyush ji, final 30 seconds, please.
Ma'am, nothing speaks more than the pictures. This kind of corruption, howsoever Congress will try to defend it, it has become a habit for them to defend corruption everywhere. But what happens? You lose every state because people of this country are watching your movement very closely. 7 days, this kind of cash, and today you are saying maybe a show cause notice has been given. What show cause notice? How can no business in this country can allow you to have that kind of money in your house? This is an ill-gotten money. People know.
But how do you know that?
From day to
Pratyush ji, how do you know that just yet? And they, Mayur made a point about demonetization. Why do we keep seeing? Why do we see the biggest recovery ever by income tax in one single raid post demonetization?
Ma'am, I'm in my mid-50s. I have never seen any businessman to have this kind of money from any business in their house. Do you think the people of the 130 crore people of this country don't realize how this money has been generated? Do we need to explain it to them? Why Congress is not able to say a word? Because so many of the leaders have put their money there. Investigations will show. Let the time come. Okay. And as Prime Minister has said, every ill-gotten money, they have to answer for it. And so will Mr. Sahu answer for it.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. Frankly, the investigation has to speak for itself. But has the damage been done for the Congress party ahead of 2024 elections? Because corruption continues to be one of those big agendas of the Prime Minister. We leave that question open. Time for me to take your leave. My colleague Rahul Shivshankar is joining you on the other side. If in Rajasthan, low literacy levels have led to the BJP being elected, how did you come to power in Rajasthan 5 years ago? So have literacy levels gone down in your reign then?
Listen to me, viewers. Half of me is a Gaumutra drinking personality. Half of me is a bigot. Half of me, most probably, viewers, doesn't qualify to even live in the south according to the DMK. That's basically what is being told.
in this entire neo-left driven academia. It's been intellectually corrupted and intellectually infiltrated by pan-Islamist agenda, which says